Hello, everyone. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. I'm doing a new setup, so I want to make sure everything is good. But I want to talk a little bit before we do basically, bring people on, right? I want to do some comic book recommendations and talk a little bit of news that I have previously missed when it comes to this. Hello, I see and Robert and Pinehawk and Simon and a Loki with Wolf Whisperer. Anonymous, I think I seen Cam also. I'm trying to look. And Alan Animus. I hope I'm saying that right. That's Clutch King. No. Synth Dragon X. I'm so bad with names. CryptoCan. Hello, everyone. I'm gonna try this new setup. I've been using it for my videos. Okay, awesome. Everyone can hear me good. I've been trying it for my new videos and I really like it. It's Restream. It's really good program. You have two streams at the same time. I know. I was kind of just testing it out. Hello, Second Street Marvel. And Elijah. I don't know. I don't know if see on screen it's showing both streams chat, but I think Leo, you're probably going to be the only one in the other chat, unfortunately. I just kind of wanted to see. I don't really have a reason to stream like simultaneously to other ones, because I don't use my side channel hardly anymore. I kind of gave up on that whole algorithm. Hello, Gush Gush. You can call me Johnny. Okay, that works. I kind of gave up on that. Like, man, algorithm is something that I've tried to mess with, but it's really hard. So let's talk a little bit about what is going on. I just seen this earlier. It's the leak from Tuesday's Superman, right? Let's see here. How is this gonna work? There we go. That's a little better. Superman is getting kicked out of the Justice League because Philip Kennedy Johnson. Because Philip Kennedy Johnson decided he wanted to shit on the Superman family even more. No, they needed a way to get him off Earth so we could see Jonathan as the main person. Vane, can you not? Hold on one sec. Go, Vane. You butthead. Anyways, so and then it looks like we're getting the Superman Bane. Really? I haven't seen you all day and now you do this. Okay. It looks like we're getting it continued in Superman and the Authority. Okay. Oh boy. I am not a Philip Kennedy Johnson fan, not because of his writing, because he is an asshole. A straight up asshole who treats people like shit. And I don't have any interest anymore in really reading this. I had high hopes for Philip Kennedy Johnson. I really, really did. I thought he was going to be a good writer. And don't get me wrong, he's not a bad writer. Okay, he's not a bad writer. His Superman is not terrible. Is that the Superman that fights the unvaccinated people? No, that's I actually reviewed that Superman versus Lobo. It wasn't unvaccinated people; it was anti-savers. But I had really, really high hopes for him. I did, and I those were blown out of the water once I talked to the man and realized what a doucher he was. So, not a bad book, just not a fan of the person as he is. So, with that being said, let me see if I can figure. Let's talk comic book recommendations for the week before we go into sharing the chat, right? Oh, I've got a little thing here. I can see the chat on my screen. How freaking cool is that? Drew with Comics Elite. Sean and I had high hopes for him. They're gone now. He needs to get away from superheroes. His Last God, I would say that, hello, PKL Entertainment. I would say that's not bad, but my problem, I actually don't think his Superman is bad either. And then he's doing other stuff, and I think he's going to Venom or something. Wait, is he going? He's going to something over there, isn't he? Writing Alien. But even so, he as a person, when I asked him to come on Ask the Experts, he was like, well, a couple times he's like, well, let's do a Zoom call. And I'm like, no, that's fucking weird. No, stop. And he's like, well, us people in Hollywood, us important people, you pleb. He's like, I'm not kidding. I have all the screenshots, but he's like, hello, BM. He literally was like, well, we need to be reminded of things, and our time is very valuable, and I'm not getting paid to go on your show, And I'm like, you only are saying this because I won't take a phone call with you, you creeper. So yeah, I was super over it. He's like, I'll still come on your show if you want me to, and I'm like, no, I'm good. No, fuck off. No, thank you. Jeez, oh Pete. So yeah, I'm not doing an interview with him. I was originally going to, but I actually got some stuff from Stephanie Phillips in the mail today. Got her Man Among Ye signed copy, and then her sensational Wonder Woman #1. Holy crap, it's a bad book, but I'm so excited because it was one of her first works at DC. Hello, Javier. Hello, Raymond. I'm really excited. I love her. Now I've got that. I've got a bunch of other autographs she sent me when I did an interview, so I'll put it up on my community post later. I love her. She's a doll. Even like her Harley's really, really good. But even like her personality is really, really good. I know I need to stop being such a Stephanie Phillips like fangirl. So let's talk comic book recommendations. Let's start with DC, right? So we finally got some answers from Batman Detective, right? I actually wasn't a super fan of that series. It was okay. It was okay enough to keep going, but I actually really liked the reveal we got, and I won't reveal it in case everyone, you haven't read it yet, but it was a relatively original, which was really cool. And with Batman being overseas, I really liked the idea of this equilibrium and what she kind of stands for. It's not that she's a good person. I'm not saying that. It is that it's understandable, right? And I really like that. So the reveal, even though it took 5 issues out of 6, I actually would say it was pretty dang good. I enjoyed it. So we also got the continuation of Fear State this week. The third book of Fear State, I guess it would be 3. We've got tie-ins and stuff also I'm going to talk about. But in the main title, God, that art is beautiful. I don't think there is a prettier book out right now than Batman. I cannot remember his name right offhand, and I know it. He does a fantastic job. And the colorist with it too. Oh my God, isn't it Jorge Jimenez? Beautiful, beautiful work. It was kind of a recreation, and I talked about this on Wes's stream on Saturday. I don't know if it's editorial or what, but did I read Batman the World? I haven't got through it, Cam. I've started to read it. I got through the first story with the Brian Azzarello art, and that's all I've gotten to. So I'm going to just kind of read that one slowly and maybe end up reviewing it as a whole once I get it all done. I need to get through it, though. But as far as Batman, it's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning, but the editorial issue I have with this is we're seeing this anti-Oracle, right? Okay. Hello, Bianca. And with the anti-Oracle in the main Batman title, they're calling it, an anti-Oracle. They're not sure what it is. And then in the I Am Batman title, we're seeing this person called the Seer, SEER. I don't know if they just haven't figured out who it was yet or what, but if that's an editorial oversight, that's pretty big. Like, have some consistency, at least within the Bat titles. Ben Abernathy should really be on that, but I digress. So we also got a couple tie-ins, right, this week. Catwoman was fantastic. Catwoman is always fantastic. I can never say enough good things about Catwoman. Even with it being a kind of tie-in to Fear State, very little of it was, but even with it being a tie-in to Fear State, I really enjoyed how Ram V made that work. It was really good. There was one weird little saying when we say goodbye to Selena's sister. She was like, oh, what'd she say exactly? Selena's like the sun. You get too close to her, you're going to get burnt. And yeah, I get that, but isn't that kind of like, I don't know, Bruce? Maybe not. I don't know. Other than that, it was fantastic. Ram V, hello, Kim Ryan, and MKF. Other than that, it was really, really good. I always love Catwoman. It's always good. We also got Nightwing. We got your puppy. I love the puppy. Also really good. There wasn't much to it. Like, it was like, I go back to Gotham and I work with Bruce. Okay. All right, cool. Have fun, buddy. Like, that's it. I mean, in the puppy. And then he's like, I'm leaving Gotham, or I'm leaving Bloodhaven, even though I just did all this stuff. And all of that he did, that whole Tom Taylor did in what is this, 83, I want to say. But even so, in the previous issue, all of that he did, like where he's like, I'm going to help this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to end world hunger. Okay, he didn't say that, but basically is going to be forgotten about. Because now he's going to go to Fear State, and when he comes back, he's going to have to go back for Shadows of the Bat. So, you know what? That was just a whole big, massive virtue signal from Tom Taylor. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. The other title we got this week, which I saved for last for a reason. Holy crap, Miracle Molly. I know. The art wasn't perfect. I get that. What can I say about Miracle Molly? She's my new favorite thing right now. Is the chat not moving on screen? I think it's just a couple behind. Yep, that's what it is. It's a couple behind. Even so, Miracle Molly, back to Miracle Molly, right? Ooh-wee. She's so, like, normal, right? We're getting her origin story. She's normal. She's a person that works at a big corporation and basically never gets, to rise above anything other than just being a typical employee. Well, I think she's an engineer, I want to say. She's smart. Okay, we're just going to say she's smart. She's created this bionic eye, and then was that the last time we've seen the calculator? Was since the New 52? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Hello, Incubus. Well, she ends up like going down a little bit of a rabbit hole with the Unsanity Collective online and listening to their podcast or videos. I'm not sure exactly, but then we kind of get this idea that she's stuck in a loop, right? She's stuck in a loop. She goes to sleep at night, sleeps with her husband, goes to work the next day, does what she has to do at work, goes to, the in-laws or does whatever she has to do. And then the same thing, just like she's sick of it. She's sick of the 9 to 5, the same. She doesn't want, a lot of people want the American dream. She doesn't want it. She doesn't want kids. She doesn't want this. So she ends up basically going down this rabbit hole and meeting up with Professor Wise, W-Y-Z-E, because that's trendy or something. And she ends up, being made into Miracle Molly, and it was her screen name. That's why she was made into it. I actually like it. I feel like it's something a little different than what we've seen. Like Punchline, I love Punchline because I love her design and she's badass and she's cute, but she is Harley Quinn 2.0. Like, there's no denying that. She's Harley Quinn 2.0. Miracle Molly is something different. And I actually really appreciate that they're exploring a different idea And it actually really fits with the Insanity Collective, right? Because they're all a little out there. I really like it. I do. I thought it was a really good origin story. Not super original, but definitely more original than, Punchline or, Punchline is Harley Quinn 2.0 and Ghostmaker is Batman 2.0. Just a little bit of differences here and there. So finally, Tinian got it right, I feel like, with her and Professor Wise. Mostly her, but yeah. I really, really like that story. So I think that was it. Oh, Flash. I covered the Flash from DC, right? Oh, right in those heartstrings. So good. That's probably my best book this week. Yeah, definitely my best book this week. Flash was so good. If you're not reading it, it's worth checking out at least. Clown Hunter is Robin 2.0. Perfectly said. Just, the evil version of Robin. Whereas, Ghostmaker is basically Batman 2.0, but he'll kill. And you see what I'm saying? It's exactly right, Incubus. Good point. But Flash was adorable. Absolutely adorable. I loved it. So can I show these on screen? Let's see. You son of a bitch. No, not that one. I'm learning this. I'm sorry. It is a new Oh my God. So Punchline is tokenized Harley Quinn. No, Loki. She's white. Okay, that was fucking good. That was good. So then we've got Flash. Flash was amazing. Jeremy Adams is doing a fantastic job. I'm really liking him. I hope they give him some more work. I think he definitely deserves it. I think he definitely understands Wally West, right? He definitely understands that family dynamic that Wally really, really has. And we see him with his daughter and the cute, daughter dance. I'm not going to go off through it because I did. No tokenized Joker. Oh my God. Wait, she is white but coded Asian. Oh my God. That's fucking hilarious. She's white but coded Asian. Yes. Yes, that's what we're doing. This is so good. I actually originally thought she was Asian. I'm surprised they didn't make her Asian. She kind of looks like it, right? So, let's talk Marvel. I haven't read Moon Knight, right? I need to. I love that series, but I did read The Death of Doctor Strange, kind of. The Death of Doctor Strange, but not really. The Death of Doctor Strange, right? Fantastic. I absolutely, I'm going to follow that. I only read it because originally we were supposed to go over it on Comics Aficionados over on Thinking Critical's channel. So I'm like, fuck, I got to read Marvel. Went so bad. No, it was really, really good. I was shocked at how good it is. I didn't even look who the author was. I'm surprised. I'm looking at my Comixology right now. Jed McKay. Why am I not surprised? He's the writer of Moon Knight also. I'm going to read that tonight. Yeah, not surprised at all. So Jed McKay is one that is safe to buy from when it comes to Marvel. And I think I will. I really, really enjoyed that. But that's the only book besides Moon Knight that I haven't read yet from Marvel. As far as indie goes, my phone is frozen. I'm trying to get the name. Okay, here we go. Eat the Rich 2. Eat the Rich 2 is so good. I know a lot of people were like, that's kind of a stupid name. I'm not going to buy it. It is nothing progressive. It's nothing political. It's like this rich, like a normal, typical girl is dating a rich dude. They're going to his parents for the summer. She's got to learn how to fit in. And then realize there's cannibals around. And it's really, really good. I absolutely love that story so far. Actually, though, I don't know. Maybe Flash isn't my best books this week. I would say definitely He Who Fights with Monsters, number 1. Fantastic book. I don't know. That's so hard to choose between the two because they're so different, right? He Who Fights with Monsters is about World War II in Germany, right? But instead it's we're getting the side of the Jewish person who is dying, and they have to, of course, you're getting the sneaking around. It's I think it's 1944. And we're getting like the side of a person that's slowly withering away. McKay isn't bad. He's just not great. I get that second stream article. I guess I don't know enough, right? I don't know enough about Jed McKay to make a definitive answer, but from what I've read from him, I'm pretty impressed. But it's basically an old like Jewish folktale about this thing that they can kind of resurrect to fight the monsters, and the monsters, of course, are the Nazis. And it's a different. Obviously, it's a period piece, but I would say it's like a better period piece than we've gotten in a while. It's really, really good. I haven't read Sweet Paprika 3 either yet, so I'm a little behind. But yeah, that's everything this week. I said comic book recommendations, and then I tell you just to buy everything. That's fucking ridiculous. Actually, you could skip Batman, but the art's worth it. Just because it is a lot of like rehashing what's going on. I know a lot of people don't, but I like how Tinian's taken his time with this. Like, I feel like Joker War was very rushed, and I feel like we're finally getting a good Scarecrow story. Scarecrow is such an underutilized character, especially comparatively to something like Joker, right? Eat the Rich is more like a horror story. That's exactly right. It's so good. I absolutely love it. So as far as I keep saying before we get started, and then I just keep talking. My apologies, but it's another Gollum story, though. Yeah, that's exactly right, Cam. But I haven't read like a bunch of Gollum stories. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe there was, but hold on a second, my ear thing. I'm using wireless headphones, and my ears are small, and they won't stay in. And then I keep pushing it, so I don't know if it's working or not. But no, hopefully we'll find out. Yeah, I don't remember what I was saying. Hello, Glarer. Yeah, that's it. I want to bring up. If you guys haven't seen, I know everyone is so excited, right? For Cowboy Bebop. But yesterday, Netflix had this event, okay? And I don't know what it was. It was weird. Like, it was super long, and I just didn't care that much. Cowboy. I'm typing it. And I did a video on the Sandman. Oh, the Sandman. Oh, my God, the Sandman. I won't talk about it too much, but well, what are your thoughts on The Witcher? I actually haven't seen don't they have a new Gary, a new trailer? I think so. Thank you so much, 5GBP. Oh, this is cool how it shows up. Thank you. So I just noticed the name of your other channel, so I couldn't figure out if I read it wrong or if it was a classy joke. I was like, I had it as Nerdettes Live Stand. Hello, Comics Exposed. And then I'm like putting like TikToks on there or just little videos, and I'm like, I could make it something like Flash, because I could use something with the Flash, and I'm like, flashy bits, and I'm like, that's such a home. That probably wasn't smart, huh? Yeah. Thank you so much, Gary. Cowboy Bebop, we're going to look at it. Cowboy Bebop has hands down the easily best opening thing, right? That music, I was so afraid they were going to get rid of the music. It's not called Torn. I know what it's called. But whoa. Oh my God. Here, let me bring it up. We're going to take a look at it because I have to show you. I know I already talked about the Sandman one, but I'm way more excited for the Sandman. I'll tell you that right now. There we go. Sandman looks fantastic, and I don't trust Netflix. Having both streams on at the same time is trippy. Tank. Thank you, Raymond. Thank you. I knew it was 4 letters. I was saying torn for some reason. I'm retarded. Cowboy Bebop is going to fail. I very seriously doubt that. Can you not see the member chat? What? You mean like the main chat? Okay, wait. I don't know what you mean. Instead, they use a great teaser. Yeah, let's take a look at the teaser. Oh my God. The Sandman, you, Incubus, you hate everything. In the nicest way possible. You hate everything. That's okay. You're awesome. Let me see how I can do this. That's not gonna work. That's scary. There we go. Holy crap. Let me see if I can zoom. I totally can. All right. We're gonna take a look at this. Let me make sure I have sound on. I don't want it to blow your ears off. This looks so fucking cool. I can't see the chat while we do this though.
I think it's time to blow.
Oh my God.
Okay, 3, 2.
I don't know who that is. Is that the guy from the hamburger place, the White Castle guy? Is that him? He looks so good. So good. He's gotta be, right? Oh my goodness. This looks so good. Harold, isn't that Harold? That's what I'm saying. Did I miss a super chat? Oh no, no, no. Wait, it's not showing up. Oh, and of course. Well, that's really neat. Really weird. Hold on. I'm sorry. David, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to miss it. Let me look up here. What? I'm so sorry. It's not showing up in my chat, so I can't show it on the screen. What the? I'm sorry. You're awesome too. Crap. Please forgive me. It says, hi, Tristan. Hope you are feeling better. Thanks for doing a live stream. Can you please do a gaming stream, MK11, or any... You know what? I really have been wanting to play Arkham since we talked about Batman Day. Which would you guys prefer? Because I've already streamed Arkham Knight, the entire game. It looks horrible. Hominus, you're so wrong. We're still gonna look at it. We're not done. I think... I don't know. Arkham City's fun too, but what about Arkham Origins? Arkham Origins use like a lot of swinging though, or not swinging, just playing Miles Morales. Oh my God. Do you want to play? Should we play maybe next weekend? MK11. We could do MK11 or Arkham Knight. Both of them are so good. Do Arkham Origins. Go chronologically. That's actually a really good idea. I just feel like people don't like gaming streams as much. Maybe we'll figure out when we can do it, because I want to make sure we still do morning brew and stuff. I'm waiting for an email back. I'm not sure. I think Blurred Without Fear, depending on his time zone, is coming on with me on Tuesday. I'm not sure though, so don't... Oh my God, I'm such a mess. I'm going to say it right now though, because it makes sense. Next week I am doing a stream, and it was originally because this person keeps trolling me saying, oh my God, there's like a few people that are like, oh, quit being such a girl, joking around, right? And then there's this person like, why does it even matter you're a girl? Why does somebody say that? I'm like, all right, well, thank you for the stream idea. I'm going to have on Liana K and Bianca, who I believe is here, next Sunday, and we're going to talk about being a female in comics and anime. Like, sorry, dude. Thanks for the inspiration, you nitwit. It works out perfectly. So we're going to do that. And then Bianca's going to be on next week too also. I think it's the 5th with me for the morning brew. Awesome. So I just realized I can see the chat. Bianca, you're awesome. All right, let's check this out. So good. I just realized. Hold on, I want to stop. That's Gren. I didn't realize. That's so good. Like, even if you're not excited, you gotta admit they did a good job with that. Like, that was fantastic. It looks really cool, but don't get me wrong. The company that gave us the live action Death Note does not make me not worry. You know what I mean? Like, just pretend like that doesn't exist, and maybe I would be like, yeah, it's okay. It looks really good. I'm excited, but I am a little bit apprehensive about it. And if you look, I saw there's no Ed as far as I know, and I do know that they made Grand Non-Binary, right? It's the same actor that plays Desire in Sandman, right? I'm pretty sure. I want to say that. But it does look like it looks good, but it makes me worry because I'm like, oh my God, it looks so good. I can't wait, right? I think it's only going to be like, what is it, 10 episodes or something? Minus spoiling the ending in that. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm really excited. I unfortunately get too excited and then I realize, yeah, maybe don't get so worried about it. Okay, this link is perfect. All right, I'm gonna pin this link. Let's see how I do this. New program. It does work the same as StreamYards. Disagreements on, well, let me think of what I've done lately. When it comes to videos, disagreements on Cowboy Bebop, on Sandman, on, I don't know, let me look at my video list. No, I know there was disagreements on my thing with Ripa. Disagreements about creating drama or X-Men. Bendis and Batman. You know, it drives me crazy that Perch knows and I don't know. Here, actually, why didn't this send? There we go. Let me pin that. I'm going to have to be very careful because I don't know this program near as well. And I don't know what. People are good at trolling me. So, I need to watch Why the Last Man. Disagreements on Angraboda. Anything you guys disagree with. I think that'll work good. Oh, I got to pin it on both of my chats? Are you kidding me? I totally know what I'm doing here. Absolutely. There we go. Kind of. Yokai Gypsy. I love that. I know I love this program. This Harley graphic is... it won't let me pin my own comment on my other channel. Okay. We get the point. We get the point. I should probably, before, I think from now on when we do this, the War on Words, I'm going to do like a list in the description, right? And do hello, Noah. Did I say hi? I'm sorry if I missed you. Do a kind of a list in the description over what I've gone over in the last week and stuff. Like, I mean, obviously there's news out there. There's a lot of stuff I've talked about, even if it's not basically something I've talked about. I think we all have opinions. Had contributed so much to the crew. I know, I'm very, very surprised. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense to me why the character is not there. I suppose until then, we can see what news is coming out. I fucking love it. Okay. Oh, we're getting a return of Shadow Man and shit. Oh, I like this news. Wait, click on it, you bastard. I am not sure if you have read. Oh, yay, we have some Shadow Man. No. Okay, hold on. Sorry. It's been really, really good. It's returning in January. That's all I was gonna say. But we've got Jimenez on. Hey, go. How are you, Jimenez?
Good. You, how you been doing?
Pretty good. What about you?
Chilling.
Chilling. What's your disagreement?
Oh, first let me say about the last time. I just wanted to say congratulations on your 3rd-year anniversary, and hope to see many more of these celebrations. And I wanted to keep it short and simple, and it didn't work out. It was awkward. I apologize for that.
Oh, you are totally fine.
Totally awkward.
Oh my God, no, not at all. I thought it was awesome.
No, I hear it. I replayed the video and I was like, oh, what did you do? Oh.
That's exactly how I felt when I called into Ripa. I think it's just the idea of doing something spontaneous makes us feel like we're cringe.
Yeah. But it was cringe. My thing was cringe. And
I disagree. Okay. That's my disagreement.
Okay. So I was like, okay, use the first impression. Let's do a better job on the second impression. And here I am. Yeah, the Cowboy Bebop intro. No.
What?
No, it's bad. It's bad. They did Netflix, the producers, whoever did it, it was a copy and paste. It was a copy and paste.
That's the point, goofy ass.
Oh. No.
You wanted something new and original for the Netflix series?
I was expecting something else from the intro. Now, what I was expecting a copy and paste. What I am, or most of people is expecting, is to be accurate on the Cowboy Bebop story. It's Netflix doing an accurate live action. And
I don't know how accurate they're going to be. I know they said they want to like honor it, but not necessarily make it a new thing. They're already making changes, right? So yeah. I don't know how accurate something like that's going to be. That's a little scary.
Yeah. Well, not exactly scary, but disappointing. And it was easy to see from the beginning. They started with no smoking, then the outfits. What? Yeah. You didn't read
it?
No. There's not gonna be no smoking in the live action.
Then you did see the intro, right? In the smoking.
Did I saw it? Yeah. Which is weird because first they said no smoking, then in the intro they are smoking. Anyways, my thing is, I realized they were going to change the story when they started with the outfit, then the race bending. That whole thing.
Are you there? You're breaking up, Jimenez.
they do the
Hominous, you're breaking up.
I don't know. That's too bad.
I mean,
Here I am.
from what
You read me?
I think you were breaking up. I don't think anything anymore is ever going to be made. Okay, like this may be cynical, but I don't think we're ever going to get something as far as from comic adaptation or anime or manga to live action that will not have a race bend anymore. I don't, maybe I'm cynical, but I just don't see it ever happening again. I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah. There is well, in the case of Netflix, when it's a Western live action, then it's not going to be 100% accurate. That's for the case of Cowboy Bebop. What else? Oh,
Wait,
Saint Seiya.
you want it
Saint
accurate?
Seiya. Huh?
Do you want it accurate? So, like shot for shot reimagining of it.
Not shot by shot, but at least the story. And Netflix is well known for changing the story. I mean, Netflix, Netflix, when it comes to live action, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, did you see Jupiter's Legacy or Sweet Tooth? I was disappointed. Both of those stories. I like Jupiter's Legacy a lot more, but it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible.
Yeah. I saw your reviews.
Yeah, I was really disappointed in how they completely changed it.
Well, live adaptations, live actions that I did really like was Samurai X or Renoro Kenshin, Blade of the Immortal.
You're breaking up so bad.
I saw. Oh. Anyways.
I wish I knew what you said. I'm sorry. Are you there?
How about now? Okay. You know what?
Hominous? I can't hear you. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Hominous, if you can hear me, I'm going to go on to the next person because I don't think anyone can hear you. I don't know if it's your connection. I don't want to be mean, though, but...
Productions. I recommend those.
Okay, nobody can hear him. I'm so sorry, Hominous. Please don't hate me. I cannot hear you. Okay.
Hello?
Sorry, Hominous. I feel so bad, Hominous. If you can hear me, nobody could hear you in the chat. I couldn't hear you. I could hear bits and pieces, but I did understand that you were talking about accuracy versus, being an inaccurate adaptation. I am so sorry. I feel like an asshole dropping you, but I could not hear you. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go on to David. I'm gonna go because David's never been on here yet. I have a couple people that have, but I want to make sure I get him on. I'm so sorry, Hominous. Hello, how are ya?
Hey Tristan, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I was taking a drink. I'm sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Sorry, it's the first time I've ever been on on a live stream before, so I wasn't sure if it would work or not. But I just want to
working
say,
perfect. I can hear you.
Yeah, I just want to say I love your channel. I watch it all the time, and I think you do a great job. I don't always agree with everything you say, but hey, that's life. I mean, who agrees with everybody all the time?
Exactly.
But I like
Life
your
would be so boring.
yeah, it would be so boring, and as far as the Cowboy Bebop thing, I think it's going to be total shit.
I knew
Excuse
you
my
were going to
language.
say that.
Because, well, it's the fact that the only anime live action that is ever good was Battle Angel Alita, or Elite Battle Angel, and that was done so well. It was really awesome. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you watch. Really good, and it's got a kick-ass chick in it, so I think you would like it. But
I
as
remember when
far
it came,
as
didn't it
like
come out
Cowboy
around the same
Bebop,
time
I mean,
Captain Marvel?
yeah, it came out. See, it came out like right when pandemic hit, so it's a really good movie, but it faced the wrath of the pandemic. So not a lot of people saw it, but it's really good. And then like with Cowboy Bebop, how can you um, perfect perfection with the anime? You can't.
Right. I totally get
And
that.
I saw. Have you seen Cowboy Bebop? Have you watched it?
Not all of it, but yes.
Okay, well, you know how like they have the three guys at the bar playing poker in like every episode, and then they're all on different planets. Well, I saw a set picture of those three dudes on the set, playing poker and drinking and all that with
I'm starting to wonder if it's me. If it's my connection. Are you there, David? My God, I'm going to be an asshole all night. Great. Oh, okay. Are you there? All right, let's. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna bring in the next person. We can hear you, nerd. Okay. If it's 3 times the charm, we'll probably talk about something else. But I feel really bad. I'm so sorry, David. If you can hear me, I'm sorry. Please don't hate me. All right, let's bring in Tava. Hello, Tava. How are ya?
Good. I'm doing good. I say you Restream instead of StreamYard, which makes sense. You can StreamYard, but not doing good.
I really like this program. I love like the animated backgrounds I can use and how I can have the chat on stream. I really, really like it. And it kind of, I've been using it to record my videos too. And I think the quality is better.
Yeah, I agree with that. And but I may use Restream in the future, but if I don't have to pay for it at the prom, that can actually be it. Yeah, I agree with Rob on that one.
What's your disagreement?
Forget. I know you were talking about the whole pretty Cowboy Bebop stuff, but that's not. I don't really care about that stuff. I know somebody picked up by that, but whatever. I don't care about that stuff whatsoever. Intro is good, it's my opinion, but whatever. Something that came out recently. Yeah, I can't think of it.
No, that's okay. I seen that you liked Flash this week.
Yeah, Flash anime. I love Flash. Flash anime is the best thing I love this week because let's be honest, that thing anime is the best thing we had in years. that gave me the best Wild West story I ever got. Because Wild West and father with the daughter. But that made me happy.
Yeah, it was so good. It was so sweet.
Mm-hmm. Also, a bonus. If I never read a story, it gave me back the thing I wanted for years. It gave me one with the father, but also it reminded me of my family book. So with the Flash.
Yeah,
What
it
can
finally
happen?
feels like Wally's got his redemption.
Yep. Which I am so happy.
Mm-hmm.
And Wild West
He's been
fans,
treated so badly for so long.
agreed. First he got away for bullshit, then came out and leave any hope, but then Harry Clark destroyed Carter, but now he's back acting where he belongs. Back acting with his family. Took on we're doing too long, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm glad Wally back at the main Flash. Let's hope that stays that way, and they don't screw it up. Oh wait, I mean we have a craze coming out. Damn it! In 2022.
Say that one more time for me. What'd you say?
I said, you know, we have a crisis coming out in 2022.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you know what? That's what irritates me because we know this crisis is coming. We know they're leading up to it. And I think Joshua Williamson is doing a good job. But the biggest problem I have is that I know everything we're reading right now for the next 6-9 months, a year, is gonna be wiped away.
That really frustrates me because I don't want Wildwood to go away. I really don't because Wildwood was the main for 9 years. I don't want it to go bye-bye. Great. Sorry, continue.
No, I know, I totally get it, but hopefully they do it with a little bit of class where they can do it correctly and not actually. I wonder if this will look better. Hey, there we go. That's kind of cool.
That was better. Yeah, that was better.
Now we can see Harley's boob. Yes, score.
Oh, indeed.
But yeah, I think it's just reboot after reboot, and just
Yeah, you're not why to blame.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Home unconnected. That's what I was saying, but it sounds fine. No breaking up. Yeah, all my Josh, man. Yep.
What's that?
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Okay.
I didn't read the chat.
Oh yeah. At least we've got Nick Spencer's last Spider-Man coming up. I'm curious to see how that goes.
I'm looking forward for that issue for more billions. Week number 1, he's got less than one more day out of existence. I hope. And it looks like he may be doing a lot of shit going on with that story. Most of the things that I want to happen, undo one more day, but may Harry Osborn be okay. I read the preview about it. I need to talk about this. But in the preview, we find out Harry Osborn went to hell. Why? I have a theory about that. My theory about that, and the reason why he went to hell was because of Norman made a deal with Mephisto.
Mm-hmm.
That caused a ripple effect to Harry. Once Harry died in Spectacular issue 200, long story.
Right.
Basically, you know, his soul went to hell to deal with Mephisto. And I think this may be a counterpoint in John Z to why Harry pissed off at Peter. Because, what? Just tell my father made a deal with you, and now I'm saying hell? Fuck that! Like, I'm gonna go to I'm gonna kick Peter's ass and make my father pay. And Mephisto goes use him as his puppet. I don't think the murder was reinstated. I think they'll just restore the memories.
As long as we get that retcon, that's what I am hoping for.
Yeah, I still want the mayor to return because that thing needs to return because let's be honest, people on Spider-Man single doesn't work. We have tried that for years. It failed.
Yeah.
10 years of garbage. Fuck that. I'm not gonna wait another 10 years for that to happen. No. Like the mayor to return. If we see guys, you need a mayor at the, you know, turn that on police. It went with Superman when he got married and he had his own son in the Superboy. It went with Spider-Man. Stop being lazy, Marvel. Let him be an adult. Let people be an adult. Let him have a kid and let him move forward. Stop going backwards.
Exactly. I completely agree.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
Okay.
gonna bring on our next person. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Shayla.
Anytime. See ya.
Bye. Hello,
Hey,
Robert. How are you?
not too bad. I got two disagreements with you.
Oh my gosh.
First of all, you're kind of wrong about Superman and the Authority.
I'm never
that-
wrong.
You are on this one. It's still Superman and the Authority. Even right there with the image you show. It said Batman, Superman, and the Authority. Completely different one written by PKJ, whereas the Morrison one is still an alternate continuity. You cannot make them mix, the two correlate together.
Let's see. Hold on. We're gonna go look.
Go look. It was right there. Everyone that saw that image saw it. Said Batman, Superman, and the Authority.
Can I have 3 on here?
Yep.
Oh, I totally can. Awesome. Ah!
There it is.
Oops. Okay, so Batman, Superman, and the Authority. Thank God, because I actually really do like Superman and the Authority because I think it's cheesy as fuck. Like, I don't think it's necessarily great writing from Grant Morrison, but it's funny. It makes, why does it say my name on the computer? Shouldn't that? Okay. It's funny, right? And it's silly and it makes me laugh.
yeah.
But other than that, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. As long as it's not running. Okay,
Right.
wait. Let me bring this back. Wait, I know the answer to this. I'm gonna bring this back up. It fucking oh, this is keeps. Okay, I apologize. Here we go. Philip Kennedy Johnson. He's writing that, right?
Yep. It's still War World connected.
Awesome. I'm so excited.
I can tell the sarcasm.
Oh my god.
And I had him on my show.
It's just Incubus. Grant Morrison stopped being good when he stopped taking hallucinogens, right?
I think he stopped taking those long ago, though. So he's done some good stuff since then.
I mean,
unless I think Incubus hating everything again.
Oh well, that's Incubus. That's why we love him. What I was gonna say was, his Earth One story wasn't terrible. I get what he was going for, trying to live out the matriarchy. If oh my god, I can't.
Marsden's vision had come true. I know.
Yeah, and I get what he was going for, but his best of his work is behind him.
I would have to agree. That I would agree. I think Multiverse was his last great work.
Oh, so good. Good.
Green Lantern was good too, if you put it in a vacuum.
It was good because of Liam Sharp's art also.
That too. Well, that too especially. But yeah, the other thing I would argue with is, while I do think a crisis is coming up, I don't think it's going to be the traditional crisis that destroys everything. That would completely defeat the purpose of Death Metal, which was to put the toys back. I think it's going to be more of a crisis level event, but it's going to be a crisis level event that's going to finally explain everything.
That could be. Oh, I'm getting an echo. That's weird. Okay. The only thing about that is how are they going to have a crisis? And I understand they brought in. Oh my god, I can't think of his name. Are you serious? Pariah. They brought in Pariah. We obviously know there's going to be some big crisis. We know Pariah wouldn't be there without something huge going on. Now, with that being said, how are they going to do a crisis type style event without erasing? Like, that's what crises are for.
That's true. But I think we also forget that crisis also just simply means big event. Not everything always ended with everything being undone. Like 0 Hour was considered a crisis, but people remembered everything there. Final Crisis, people remember what happened afterwards. I think people forget not everything happened. Even Infinite Crisis, you have people remember, just not everyone remembered. That's the one thing I like about Infinite Frontier. It's making clear, like Death Metal said, everyone, even the civilians, remember what happened during the event. Normally, you have it be everyone forgets, and all the civilians forget. No, this time everyone remembers.
Right, but if they're going to continue this omniverse, which I absolutely hate because I don't know, I don't hate it. I'm just not a fan of the idea of not knowing what is, where, and when it happened. That's why I love Multiversity so much. It
Right.
set out everything, almost every Earth. It had at least a placeholder for it. And instead of doing something like the Omniverse, why not go back to Multiversity and set out those Earths if they want?
Because
Or
that's
explore
limited.
those
That's
Earths.
limited. That's limited, though. I think that's the reason why. It's when you just stick it to the 52. Yes, that keeps it. Like you keep it restrained and everything. But let's be honest. When Morrison did that, hardly anyone ever used it. Morrison, you've had hyper time was created. That gave almost an infinite possibilities. Hardly anyone used it. You have the new 52. You had the 52 Earths. Hardly anyone ever used it, and all that. I think them doing it here is more of a case of leaving it open, and because when you have it be not limited, because that's the other thing, Morrison limited it by making those specific Earths, leaving only 4 empty, one of which was reserved for Milestone. So again, I think that's why when you have it be an omniverse where anyone can do it, then and not just restricted to what Morrison came up with. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that it's limited, and that's okay. I don't see an issue with the limit because I think how much can you do? How much can you do besides 52 Earths? You can discover, go through, the crime syndicate, which we kind of did. I wasn't a huge fan of it.
Not me neither.
It was okay. Suicide Squad is so good though compared to that.
Oh yeah.
One of the best books at DC. So you got that Earth, right? So then you've got, your gender flipped Earth. You've got your Earth from
Earth.
Yeah, the Valzad, Calvin Ellis, President.
Yep.
Well, they're already doing that, right?
Yeah.
So you've got all of these Earths. How many stories can you tell? Do you need something actually unlimited?
No, but I think that's the other thing. Again, when you have 52 Earths, they just felt the need to specify those 52. And like I said, 48 of those were stuff that Morrison basically declared, well, everyone, this is what I am feeling these Earths are. No one had any claim to those. Now, if they had it be, he may claim to, like, say, like 15 of those, and then the other ones were up for grab for anyone else, that would have been fine. But like I said, the fact that he declared 48 of those 52, I think is where the problem lied.
Hold on one second. There we go. I'm so slow at doing 2 things at once.
Yeah, I saw that with
I think, yeah, that's, I won't be mean to a single person on here. I don't care if you come in and you're mean to me. Okay, maybe. But I'm not going to be mean to anybody, whether it's in the chat or in the stream. Just please don't. I just ask the same thing of people listening. What did you say? I told you I can't do 2 things at once.
I said, I think the problem was that Morrison basically set up 48 of the 52.
Of the 52?
And I think that's the reason why some of those were good, but very Morrison level descriptions of stuff. Like the one where it's mostly the metal men are the heroes, things like that. I think that instead, if he had done 15 of the Earths and left more than the other 27 up for grabs, that would have been better, but not,
I think I'm trying to look back over the old Multiversity and see, because there was some really badass Earths on there. Like,
oh yeah, and again, as I said, if he had done up to 15, but the fact that he set up 48 of them. I mean, now, granted, some of them were based off of already existing Elseworlds, like the Vampire, the Just Imagine Stan Lee, Gotham by Gaslight. Those are fine, but some of the ones that he created that, again, hardly anyone used, like the one where you had the Metal Men as the main heroes, those were hardly ever used. And it's like, again, it's like he didn't touch it, and I don't think anyone was going to touch it because they didn't know what Morrison set up.
I'm trying to, what was the Earth, and I'm looking through them right now. What was the Earth that had like they were almost like influencers, and they were on magazine titles and
Oh,
stuff.
that was the Ultra Earth. That was the Ultra Comics Earth, and that was I got it right in front, right with me. That would be Earth. Oh, come on! I have to say what Earth it's on. 33.
33. Okay, yeah. I wish they would explore that
fine.
Earth.
Yeah, I
And
agree
they've
with
got,
that. That was now. Look
what
at
about
it.
the chibi ones? Oh my God, they could do so much.
Yeah, but look at 34 and 35. You have ones like Supremo and Cosmoville and all that. It's like no one knew what those were. No one ever touched those worlds. Those are where, or you have Justice 9 with Optiman and everything, or the Agents
Or
of Wonder.
Flashlight.
Yeah, the Agents of Wonder and everything. It's like, again, now Earth 38, that was the Superman Batman Generations. That's fine.
Yes.
Earth 37, that was the Batman and the Batgirl Thrill Killer world. That's fine.
Hello, Saggy.
Yep.
I just got to make sure I
Yep.
say hi to her. She's
Yep.
awesome. Saggy, if you want to join us on Sunday, I am doing, I don't know, I know you're in retirement, but sorry,
the
Robert.
Chibi Earth.
The chibis, the baby chibis, they're so cute. If you want to join us on Sunday, we're going to do a talking about females in comics and anime.
Yep. Now 41, I get that's an Image XP where you have Dino Cop. But yeah, 44 right there. The one was like the metal men that were like the Justice League. No one used that one. Now you have the Vampire Earth. That's fine. Earth 45.
Oh, Earth 13 is awesome too. I forgot about that with all the Etrigan and magical characters.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. That was awesome. There's the gender flip one. There's the animated universe.
There's so many good ones.
Yep. Then you have the Earth X, which is, Earth 10 in this one. You have the Tangent. Now, again, some of these were designated for specific Elseworlds. I understand. And you have one that was designated to be like Marvel, one to be designated like the Ultimate Universe. Again, I get that. Some of those are fine, but there's just some others like Captain Adam Strange and the Last Atomic Knights. Who used that one? Or well, technically he used the Batman during the guidebook one, but you get what I'm saying, right? It's like,
yeah.
Oh, I take it back. It looks like it was actually 5 Earths that he didn't lay claim to, but it's still, or 5 or 6. But still, though, some of those were not used, and some of those were ones that just were not. You guys get what I'm saying? It's just ones that only Morrison would have used, but he wasn't going to do much after this originally. So it's like, why bother making claim to those if no one was going to use them? You could have had more empty Earths.
I don't know why they wouldn't. Like, I feel like there's enough established already.
Yeah.
And I get remembering everything. Tava earlier said we remember everything, which is a good point. You remember everything, so making the Omniverse work could be there.
Yeah.
But I just feel like there's so much. Huh?
Infinite Frontier handled that very well. With you had to be that Director Bones remembered he was from Earth 2. You found out that there was a Cameron Chase who was from Earth 2. Now, this is her first appearance, but you find out, she existed. She got erased, but then after Death Battle, she exists again and remembers everything.
Well, when I was talking to J.H. Williamson, he said he thought it was more of getting out of copyright. It had to be used every certain amount of years.
That's true, but I think then Williamson took that step further and had to be, but they're going to use it for the copyrights, but why don't I come up with this other character who's an alternate version of herself? Tavia, no. New 52 Earth 2 did not get erased. I believe that is still Earth 2 in the multiverse. Earth 1, yep. Earth 2 still.
Yep. I need to get the absolute version of that.
There is no absolute edition of this yet. I think someone was saying there should be, but there isn't yet.
I thought Leo said there was. I have the digital version. That's it.
Now, one thing I want to say, that one that's a bit of a waste of an Earth, but I get it because you have the anime version, was the Justice Lord's Earth, which I'm like, I get it, but because it tied into the DC animated Earth, but it still felt like, why?
There's so much. There's just so much. I need to go back through it, but Let me see. BM, if you want to, nobody's coming up for
Yeah, come
for
on, join.
disagreements. BM, if you want to join, go for it.
Oh,
If
and
you're
also
working,
the
that's totally
hybrid
fine
Earth.
too.
The hybrid Earth.
I
With
freaking.
the Green Lantern
There's
Batman.
so much they could do. You know, though, it's weird to me that they use Captain Carrot so much. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I like the character, don't get me wrong, but they use him an awful lot.
Well, I think it's because he was hardly used for the longest time until relatively recently. I will also say that.
Leo said the Absolute Edition comes out next year. Thank you, Leo. I
Yep.
had no idea. I love reading it on my phone, but to have the physical one of that, I'm
Right.
absolutely gonna get.
Right, but I will also say this as well. One thing I do like is that when Snyder was doing all those evil Dark Knights, all of them were negative versions of Earth that corresponded with each different one. Like you had the Aqua, the Batwoman, Aquaman one. That one was from Earth -11. The Green Lantern Batman, that one was from Earth -32, which is the hybrid Earth. You have basically they all corresponded to their positive version.
Which Elijah asked, which Earth is the Justice League?
Oh, that was
one?
50. That would be 50. According to this, it says 50.
I did see that. You said Frank Miller. I did see that he kind of responded to comments about him being the I don't know, the
Inspiration.
Yeah,
Well,
and
he's going to be flattered. Of course, he's going to be flattered.
Right? Nobody's gonna be like, nah, that's stupid.
Well,
I hate it. Don't use me.
Hey, David, the Batman Beyond Earth is from Earth 12, which is also pretty much the DC Anime Universe Earth.
What did you think of that Batman Beyond story in Urban Legends?
I'm torn. It felt like, because basically you already had Bruce dead. If this is tying the Jurgen stuff, then technically Bruce was already dead thanks to the Future's End. And then, and they brought him back, and now he's dead again.
Well, yeah, but see, okay, I'm not torn. I absolutely loved the story, except for the part where he said his father wasn't proud of him. And that his mother was scared of him. I'm like, what's going on here? Like, are we talking about Bruce?
Well, which would make no sense either.
He said, like, they always knew that he was going to turn into the Batman. How the fuck did they know?
How could they have known? How could they have known?
The rest of the story was amazing.
Oh, yeah,
like,
the rest of the story was fine, but that particular moment, that's why I remember I was torn on it. I'm like, and again, killing off Bruce again. I mean, I get why, but it just felt like...
And I like the earmuffs for the ending here, where basically we saw the sentient computer. I don't know, being scared, like having that emotion, and Terry couldn't pull the trigger. You know what I mean? Like, have to battle this in the future, but he's being the best version of himself by not actually getting rid of him.
Agreed. And
I was like, I love Terry. We need more Terry.
We do. And again, I am
2022.
Yep. And I'm just so grateful that this is tying into, again, with what Jurgens did. So that means Damian is still out there and could help.
Yep. Oh, and they're what was it, Earth 666 or whatever? That Damian version. Oh my God. I'm not a huge Tim Seeley fan, but that story was fucking awesome. Like, I didn't realize it was even Damian there for a minute. And I'm like, oh my God, Tim Seeley, like, hit it out. Tim Seeley never hits it out of the park. Look at Superman and Lobo.
Yep.
Good.
Yep, but I gotta say, with Superman and Lobo, it's 3 issues. I'm gonna get all 3, and help that they come out every other month, so I'm not breaking bank that much.
I seen a lot of I see fucking Tim Pool cover it. I'm like, I don't mind Tim Pool. He's okay, but like I was like, what the fuck?
I don't think it was entirely an anti-vax as much as people think. I think it's just an anti-anything is the message he was going for. More of an anti-whatever, like how ridiculous any of these antis whatever can get. I'm starting to think that's what Seeley was going for. Well,
it's funny to me because like I'm very open on what websites I'll use for news and everything else, and they use bounding into comics. I'm like, bro.
Unfortunately, that's what Tim goes for. He would trust Unbounding because I think he's talked with some other people like Quartering who probably has suggested Bounding.
Bounding has their own agenda. Let's not play games here.
Yep, they do. Not as bad as that one video game website that really went off the rails. I forgot what they're called. They were called now, but you remember which one? The one that went way too far right.
No, I have no idea what you mean.
Oh yeah, it was that one video game news site that eventually they got so running out of news that they started to rely on promoting cheat trainers and everything, so they can get a little bit of money back.
Oh, I don't know. That one I really will not use, and then
no, it's not game trailers,
use.
Tavia.
We've got this covered is the worst one. Oh my god, it's so bad.
No, you guys are just throwing out random ones. No, this was one that was considered a.
They're just all considering they're all bad.
Right? No. This was one that was considered a more right wing, but eventually One Angry Gamer. I think that was it.
Oh my god. Okay, so when I first started my channel, obviously I've changed a lot, but holy shit, he used to use my videos when it came to Mortal Kombat, which I don't remember exactly what I said in those videos, but I stand by what I said. Like, I still feel the same way about Mortal Kombat. He would use my videos like as proof. Like, bro, you can't use an opinion as proof. And don't get me wrong, it's flattering, but holy moly, like, I am not the definitive person. I am not a definitive anything. I give you my opinions on comic books. Don't use me as proof.
Yeah, and like I said, I think eventually he went so far off the rails that people then left him, and then eventually, like I said, the last thing I saw was him relying entirely on promoting Cheat Happens, those cheat trainers for video games, and to try and get some revenue. And it was just like, wow, you've really scraped the bottom of the barrel if you're relying on that.
Wow, yeah, I haven't even heard of that website in like a year. It's been a long time.
Yeah, but still though, I mean, also if I can be honest, since I don't know if anyone here has been coming from the certain debate you had a while ago, but
I've got my trolls.
Yep, I'll just say that some of the stuff that's being tossed right back at you it's like missing the point. I'm not saying you were.
Well, here's the problem. You cannot have a debate without definitive definitions. And when your definition is fluid, there's no debating that. The definitions are made for a reason. Unfortunately, they change more often than I'd like. But you can't have a debate without a definitive definition. You don't get to make that definition up. You don't.
And you cannot make a definition.
Like in the stupidest way possible. That's such an SJW tactic to change definitions. It is. It's done all the time.
Definitely. And it's like you cannot say, make this absolute statement and said, no, I'm in general talking about. It's like, okay, you cannot be absolute and have all of your people who follow you take what you're saying as absolute and then later specify, it's just in general.
Are you still mad about Angry Rip? No, I'm not mad at all.
I'm not mad either.
You can't debate somebody that doesn't have oh boy, how do I say this nicely? I'm just going to skip saying it. But what my point is like, he's like, well, it's lazy. Okay. You could say that running 5 miles is hard, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. That's easy to agree to. Running 25 miles is harder, right?
By obvious means, yes.
So creating a new character would be running 25 miles. Creating a character based off of a bat family or something else is still hard. It doesn't mean it's lazy. It means you're only running 5 miles as compared to 25. It's such a silly thing. And there's no way to debate an excuse giver, right? Well, that.
I agree completely. Okay. I agree completely with that, and especially by going by his definition of only the original should do it, not the next I
wasn't gonna say it.
I knew someone in the chat was going to bring that up. I was saying, by his definition, and technically, Babs could stay Oracle and never become Batgirl because Betty Kane was first.
It's ridiculous.
By his definition, the moment you bring in someone else, then that other person should not gain the mantle. No one else should gain the mantle. But then he makes exceptions and say, "Well, there's that." It's like, you cannot do that. You cannot be absolute on one thing and then boom, pick and choose your battles because someone actually is defeating your point.
Erica July also says that multiverse. I actually think exactly opposite. I think it takes a lot to look at what we were just talking about, Incubus, multiversity. There is not a single lazy amount in that book. Like, I cannot imagine. Like, Grant Morrison, don't get me wrong, I'm not a fan of his work now. But you cannot take away from what he has contributed to comics. And the man is like he's got his comic encyclopedia in his brain, and to be able to create all of multiversity and say that that's lazy is absolutely a silly argument.
Exactly, especially like the one with all the teenagers. That's a lot of clever stuff into it. Or the stuff with Calvin Ellis. It's not just Black Superman. No, he's president of the United States. We don't know how he got there, and he's even made it very clear. Anyone else would have to be Lex Luthor in this universe was a racist. Lex keeps on making it clear, I hate you because I hate you, as not because of your race.
Yep, and that's that easy.
The fact that they even have some people in the league saying, "Oh, it's the racist." I'm not racist.
Speaking of changing mantles, what did you think about the I Am Batman 0 and 1?
I'm more hating what everything Ridley's been doing with the Foxes in general. And the fact the fact he's treating Jace like he had a chance of doing Luke, but it's so obvious why he's staying with Jace. Because Jace is a clean slate, where at least Luke, sorry, I said it because I told someone else to say that. Because Luke was already pre-established. Jace is such a blank slate that,
Well, see, okay. It started out in Future State, right? So we had Future State and we got introduced to him. I really, really enjoyed the first half of Future State. I thought it was fantastic. The idea with the child and why they were doing it. I really enjoyed that. So then when we went to Second Son, it felt like it wasn't a story about your heroics, your rising above, you're doing this. It was a show on ABC about the Fox family, and you really did a lot of damage to Renee also, and Lucius.
Renee to a degree, but I think thankfully because Tinian was still utilizing her in his stuff, it wasn't as bad compared to Lucius.
Yeah, but we got a little redemption for her, but she was just she turned into this instead of doing what was right.
I think it's
because,
other history was canon
I'm
in his
gonna go,
head. I think it's other
I'm gonna
history
go out. Shush.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say it, knowing who John Ridley is, and I don't think he's untalented by any means. It's because she was a police officer. So because she was a police officer, she was simply following orders instead of the years and years of history we've had with her doing the moral just thing and not just following orders. Then that bugged me because that was out of character. That's all that bugged me. I didn't mind. I kind of get he was trying to get redemption for what he did, right? Okay. Understandable. He was a dick as a 16-year-old. Okay. And then we've got the training issues with Katana and everything else. I liked that. And I don't think it actually, I wish it had interacted more with the main line because it wouldn't have felt so disconnected.
Yeah, that is very true. That is very true. But at the same time, I think it's also because Tinian didn't want to deal with anything with it.
Well, I get that. But I also think that I Am Batman, I think it was in this last issue. I know they had 0. So is it 0 and 1 out so far, right?
0 and 1. I don't think 2 is not out. 2, though, Roy screwed up and caused everyone to blame Bruce more. It's like, oh, brother.
Cam, Tristan likes Stargirl, but we'll talk about Stargirl next. Oh my God. But the stuff with him, I do like how he wants to be seen. I like how they're making that differentiate.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Differentiation. how
differentiate
between him and Bruce, because
Yeah.
Bruce wants to be this urban legend and put fear everywhere. He wants to be seen, and I do
Yeah.
like that. I think it has a chance.
That is a good difference that I think race does bring into. I think that does sound like something that someone that's been through what Jace has been through would think. Oh, but you have a super chat.
Carrie, you are awesome. Thank you. Marvel rip off DC characters and DC characters rip off Marvel characters. Truth. But then we have Stan Lee come to DC and do his. Oh, I meant to actually review those a while back and I never got to it. And do his version of the Justice League. So why can't someone from DC make their version of the Avengers?
Technically, Morrison did with
Thank
one
you,
of the other Earths.
Gary.
Morrison did with one of the other Earths, and technically, Jeff Lowe had done it during his Superman Batman, but that was a version of the Ultimate. But the funny thing is, there is a version out there, but most people love playing with Lord Havoc, the Doctor Doom XP at his team of villains, because it's so much more interesting than the Justice and then the Avengers characters.
And I think with Stanley's characters, it was kind of similar to what we had almost felt like what we had with Dan Jurgens when they did that.
Tangent.
Yeah.
It was take the name and do something else.
Yeah, you take a character and you just make them whatever the fuck you want, and it's like, okay, but I'm Stan Lee, so this is gonna sell like crazy.
Sadly, it didn't sell as much as you think, but it was still very good, and they used the Marvel method. He would basically talk with the artist. The artist would then draw it out, and then he would fill in the dialogue.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah. Those were so good.
Yeah, they weren't terrible. I prefer Tangent. Honestly, I do.
Tangent was even more of a going out there than even Just Imagine.
Mm-hmm. As far as Stargirl, are you up to date on it?
Yes, I am.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. I absolutely freaked out. Not just a little freak out, but when I saw Eclipse, so earmuffs, guys, for Stargirl if you're watching it. Absolutely best show on right now. It is so damn good. When I saw Eclipso, because I was, we saw that image long ago, right? Mm-hmm. Oh my god! And I saw him, and I was so afraid he was gonna look kind of cheesy or whatever. Absolutely love it. Oh my god! And then this last episode, we're seeing Yolanda
Yolanda.
I'm pretty sure it's obviously Eclipso, because Eclipso went to her in the diner, and then we saw the creepiest kid ever, perfect for that role, so perfect. And go to he went to Beth's house at the end.
Yeah,
kind of taking them all over. But my biggest question is, we know we've seen Jakeem, right?
Yep.
Where the fuck are Jakeem and Jade? We're gonna have them.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have them come back. But I think right now it's trying to build more up with Eclipso. And now, do you really think there's Eclipso dealing with Yolanda, or do you think that could be Brainwave? Because that's not unheard of. Planting your mind into someone else.
I mean, it could be. It could very well be. But I really do think that Eclipso, just because of that diner scene where she gave him, the lollipop.
True.
And then we see him go to, I think he's trying to go to the weakest and then to the next weakest, because we know, I love Beth. I absolutely love Beth. She's such a cute character. Mm-hmm. But with everything she's going through, she would be the next in line to be the weakest. I don't necessarily know that I believe that that's Brainwave.
That's very true. It could be, again, it could be one or the other. Let's wait and see. But yeah, either way though. And I gotta say also that I think this whole season is just, I am not knowing what to predict with this season at all.
I know. It's keeping you it's wholesome and fun and sweet and stays true to the characters, but yet you have no fucking idea what's going on. And I love Shade too.
Oh yeah.
Shade is so perfectly cast.
Yeah. Because the last episode, seeing Cindy's team pretty much get curb stomped.
Well, yeah. Now Cindy and
Artemis.
Who?
No, Artemis
Artemis
ran off.
escaped.
Yep, and now we don't know if Cindy's dead. I think she's been banished. But who was it that got killed? Who was the guy's name?
It was I forget his name, the fiddler.
The fiddler's kid. Yeah.
But I think I'm my best guess is that wherever Cindy is at, she is with where Dr. Midnighter is.
Oh yeah, I think that's what I think too.
Titans
Isaac.
That's what his name is. Are you watching Titans?
No.
It is
Has it gotten better or?
Okay. I got killed by Eclipso. I think she ran off. To be honest.
No. She got enveloped in the darkness.
Did she?
Yeah, that's what happened at the end. She got enveloped into the darkness, but we don't know what's going on.
Though it's a horror show now. I don't think it's too great. I think it's I love it. But Titans I really, really, really hated.
And you talked with Hill.
And because he was such a nice guy, you kept watching, and it grew on me a little bit. It feels very much so like they're in name only. Like, okay, earmuffs. If anyone hasn't watched the latest episode, like Bruce tried to commit suicide.
Oof.
It was like, what the fuck? Like, at least, so Hank died in the third episode, right? At least they did in this last one go like to, purgatory basically and give him a good send off. But the fact that I hate to be mean because I really like Brian Edward Hill, but it is.
Well, he's not going to trash the show he worked on.
Well, it's of course not. But he did also say that a lot of it comes from above his head. Yeah. He has to just write what they tell him to write.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is mostly. I'm positive Jeff Johns is not as involved as you think, and I think that it is entirely Akiva Goldsmith and Berlante's doing.
Well, even Brian said a lot of it was Akiva and him.
This is the guy who's doing the Star Trek stuff and making that so dark and relevant. So what do you expect?
I don't watch Star Trek.
I know. I'm telling you from the outside looking in what it is. It's about.
It's very, very. Oh boy, it's like the cast is really good. The cast, besides maybe Red Hood, like Blackfire and Connor were just like banging. Like it feels very like Titans to me was always the young character. I guess it's Titans, not Teen Titans, but like it feels like it's made for 16-year-old angsty people that don't know. They're trying to figure out their identity and who they are as a person, and they're kind of mad at the world, and they wish their mom would trip and fall, and they step on every crack to break her back. Like that's what it feels like.
Right.
It's very weird. It's very off. Another thing we talked about and I'm going to talk about this with Comics by the Numbers. I'm not sure which day he's coming on, but I know he is. He does a great job. He's so smart. Like I fucking love it, but I hate it. I'm like, I can't be that smart. I'm sorry. I just don't know economics near as well.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Yes, Elijah, they were absolutely banging and they were showing it. It was like, what am I watching? And then, oh my God, Jason is starting to feel bad that he killed Hank and a bunch of people now. And so he goes to a brothel and he spends money on people that are supposed to have sex in front of him.
How old is he supposed to be again?
Yeah, exactly. And in the brothel, he's like, I don't want you guys to fuck. I want you guys to talk to me. And one of you, and you're dove and you're hawk.
Okay. I see the idea, but that is not how you execute it.
Like, are we sure we're watching Titans here? Because
that feels like something out of I can't say Law and Order, but some type of cop drama show or something like Blue Blood or something where you would have someone do that. Not Titans.
Like Jason Todd, who weighs like $125 and is like 5'5", going into a brothel, actually think you're it's so weird.
And the fact that they can't tell his age. I mean, I know some of those women can be, promiscuous, but they should at least know a little bit better than, because, that they don't avoid a lawsuit.
Yeah, I don't know how supposed he's what age he's supposed to be. It's very weird that they're not a little bit more open with that, but they're definitely supposed to be like obviously older. We're not talking teen Titan.
Right.
It's so
but Jason
so weird
was though younger when we first introduced to him. No.
Mm-hmm.
So he should still be in the younger side. He's nowhere near the other Titans' age. So.
And then they introduced Tim, and Tim, he's okay. He just felt like he talks really weird, and it bugs me. Like, I feel like he doesn't have like everything upstairs. Like something's missing in this man's life because he clearly doesn't know what he's doing. Like he just runs away from Scarecrow like a coward. Like, oh, it's so weird.
Okay, you act like this hardcore badass, and then you become this utter coward. How do you get from point A to point B? Felt like we went from A to Q.
Titans is too edgy for me. I can't watch it. Yeah, I totally understand it. It's so weird, especially like compared to Stargirl. Like that show is so good. It's like it's not edgy and it's not super so wholesome you can't stand it. You know what I mean? Like it's perfect balance.
Exactly, and it felt like last season Jeff Johns and maybe even Berlanti had more say. This one feels too much. Yeah, Kiva has too much control, too much sway, and he's doing what he always does, and that just makes things too dark and edgy. Yeah,
oh yeah, absolutely. So what I was saying before I got into the craziness of Titans, is Tim Drake in Titans. Yeah, he was just introduced this season. He's He's something. He's something. That's for sure. He's something.
Yeah.
So we were talking about this on Comics Aficionados. What did you think of that quote from Larry Hama?
I have to say, I do think people are reading. Yeah, he was a bit dumb the way I think he was going for the wrong definition. I got what he was saying because it matches up with the type of rhetoric he's had. I mean, to be honest. Well, I don't think he would use the same phrasing that Larry Hama done. It's something similar to what I think Garth Ennis would say, as far as how he doesn't like superheroes, Superman aside, and you know what I mean, right? It felt like you get what he's saying, but he's phrased in such a way that triggered people, and now he just want to look at it something more than it was.
Yeah, it was like I felt like he was trying to sound intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't realize what he was saying. Like, I don't think he was saying like superheroes are fascist in the sense that people use Twitter on, Twitter fascism.
No.
What he's saying is fascism at its core is absolute power in something, right? So it is a fascist fantasy in a way because superheroes, as far as even using Clark Kent, he's the most powerful living thing in that universe.
Exactly.
So I see what he was going for, but I don't think there was. I think when people see that word, they get triggered, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's why something like Superman. Even why Superman, you can have versions of him where he's either a Nazi or a Soviet, and it's still he might be doing evil things, but you still feel it's close to Superman because it's like. It's still Superman's belief. He's just been raised through different methods. And that tells you when he embraces the absolute power, it's actually a lot easier to do it and be very fascistic than you would think. It's all because he was raised by the Kent is why he hasn't gone any of the route. That's why whenever I hear people say, if I had Superman's powers, I'd be an asshole. I'd be like, oh, so you're Lex Luthor, in other words.
Well, that's Tava put absolute power corrupts, but that's the thing about Clark Kent. Is absolute power may corrupt, but it can also absolve, right?
Exactly.
So with you, if you get the right upbringing, absolute power has absolved him absolutely, and he's become the hero that well, maybe not Philip Kennedy Johnson, but in generalities.
Again, I think Philip, to be honest, playing devil's advocate, I think Philip is just doing what he can to move the story along. He's just going about it the wrong way.
I mean, I don't mind. A lot of times, we've seen Aquaman kind of be a dick in the past, but it feels like he's like abandoning.
That is bad.
Well, and it feels like he's abandoning Earth. Like,
yeah, I think
there's
it's
clearly
like
issues here.
Well, from what the preview page shows, it's less about him leaving Earth and more about giving a reason why the League doesn't go with him.
Well, yeah, that's true, but you cannot trust. You cannot trust. Don't get me wrong. Bleeding Cool sometimes has their scoops and stuff, but they also know how to basically
trigger
yes.
the antis.
Hold on, Robert. 1 second. Just I'll leave you on here, but I've got David on. 1 second. Let's see if
All right, go right ahead.
If it was if we can get it working. Hello, David. How are you? Hello. Okay. David, I cannot hear you. I don't want you to think I'm being rude, but I cannot hear a single word you're saying. Let me tell him in the chat. All right. If you get it fixing, I'm on my PC now. Okay, it's not. You don't have a mic hooked. Do you have a mic hooked up, David? Is it muted? Maybe. I've got you at 100% here. I don't know what's going on. I'm so sorry. It's not working. Okay, he's gonna check.
Check the settings. Go to click the little gear. Make sure your audio is it's collected to your mic or whatever. That could be it. Make sure you have it set to allow your mic and everything. There's multiple factors that could be causing it.
I may have to. Maybe next time when I do this, I should probably go back to StreamYards. I don't know if it's. I don't know.
It's been fine. I mean, it's been good for me. And when I did it with Bianca and Ian a few days ago, perfectly fine. I was able to have 2 people on and everything. One
at a time, guys. Are we talking over each other? It might be from. I wonder if there's a delay.
I think that could be a case of a delay on his part where it's just all bundling up and then probably all coming like. Blah, 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 blah.
Probably. That's very weird. I'll leave it up for a minute. I hope we can get it fixed. I'm not sure what's going on.
Hey, B, the doors and the link's still open for you to jump in if you want.
It's very weird. Oh, goodness gracious.
I think we stopped disagreeing a while, B, so you guys jump on the chill.
BM's gonna come on with me next Sunday in Liana. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I was trying to think, there's not a lot of females that necessarily are into comics and, and Bianca knows anime for sure.
Yeah.
So that'll be definitely interesting. God, there will be some stories. I was blamed for this week. I'm not going to say who, but blamed for. I guess someone said they were going to commit suicide, and it was all my fault. And I try to do what I don't know what I'm only one person. Like,
I know. Trust me, I understand that completely. I've had to deal with something like that too.
it's like every freaking day I'm checking my spam and somebody is pissed off at me. So all right.
You know what?
Okay.
You want to know one bit of race baiting I'm surprised no one's complained about?
What's that?
Now, granted, it was tacked on at the very end, but during Batman Earth 1, that's supposed to be Dick.
Oh, okay. He can't get it to work.
Oh, boy.
Sorry, Dave, then.
Sorry.
I
But like I
feel
said,
bad.
that's supposed to be, like Dick Grayson, who's black, and no one complained. Now, granted, it was right at the very end of the book, but if they do a volume 4, you think anyone's going to complain, or do you think they're just like, it's Jeff Johns, give him a pass?
Well, I don't think it's necessarily that. I think it's nobody. Like, I know people read it, but people that make those, kind of videos don't read it.
Yeah.
Yellow or Leo
Leo.
asked what you mean in the Earth 1 volume 3 of Batman. Jeff Johns. I don't remember who the artist was.
Gary Frank.
Gary Frank. That's what I thought. Basically, race bent
Dick
Grayson, but they did that in Batman '89 also.
Yep. But that was actually playing off of what they originally were going to do in the movies, because originally it was supposed to be Marlon Wayans.
Well, yeah, I'll send it to you. But I don't think they were going to make go by the way of what the heck.
Now, here's the other thing with Batman '89. I was ticked off. Good God, was I ticked off about what's been going on. But now that I think about it, since it's happening so early in the story and we know it's supposed to be like a 6-issue mini, for all we know, everything they're doing is going to blow up in their face. If the stuff they're doing about, the whole Batman's going to throw money and solve the problems happen near the end of the story, then I think we'd have more to worry about. But doing it so early on, I think that's a plot point. I don't think that's going to, especially as we know things are supposed to get worse.
See, I think with it coming to Batman '89, it was the fact that it was supposed to be like what, in '91 or '92 maybe.
Yeah.
And they made it seem like Batman didn't care about anybody in Burnside. Made it seem like it was the other side of the tracks. You know what I mean? Like, it was all because these people were black, and it was like, what year are we in here? Like, are we really playing this game? This is supposed to be based, the universe of the movie. I don't know about '78, but that one so far has been fantastic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. That has been so good. But
Hold on one second.
Yeah.
Basically, okay. I don't know what's going on. All right. I'm sorry, BM. Let's plan the stream for Sunday. Let's keep that up. But I'm going to go ahead and jump off here.
All right.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by and everything. I really appreciate everyone supporting the channel. I will see you guys later. Bye. Thank you, Robert.
No problem.